Hello, intellects! The cat and mouse game between AI humanizers and detectors is getting more intense. AI detectors now use structural and statistical pattern recognition rather than just spotting simple synonym changes. Manual humanizing is good, but many still complain that it is difficult for them. If you have successfully used manual humanizing methods, or if any YouTuber has shared, let us know in the comments section. Meanwhile, there is this relatively new AI humanizer that has been trending more and more lately. It is said to have sophisticated multi-layer engines that alter the rhythm and logic of text rather than merely swapping words. It doesn't significantly change the original meanings of text and has good grammar, unlike many humanizers out there. It is called Humanizer AI. Now, if you check for it on Google, there are several humanizers with the same name, but I am referring to the one that has this icon. Or better still, use the link in the description box. Okay, this is the humaniser.com website. It is said to be built by the team behind one of the earliest AI humanization technologies. You can actually adjust the settings like the language, tone, and purpose. But the most important question is this: is it capable of creating more natural text, reducing AI detection scores on today's popular AI detectors, and removing plagiarism in docs without changing its meaning? How is the test going to be done? We will use 3 different sorts of text to test the effectiveness of Humanizer AI, and to make this experiment as unbiased as possible. The first text is this passage written by ChatGPT. It is most likely to be 100% on AI detectors, but I will still check it all the same. The second example is also a passage generated by AI, but this time by Claude, and from the same writing task. This will help us see how Humanizer AI performs on different AI writing styles. The third sample comes from a published journal article that was published. By using Humanizer AI on existing published text, we can check whether the tool only works on AI-generated content or reduces plagiarism, or should I say, the similarity index of published text, while keeping the ideas unchanged. The third test is not about making another person's work good enough for submission as your own. It is still essential to cite any published sources. We are testing the tool to see if it lowers the similarity of the text while maintaining the meaning of the actual text. We will create a control beforehand for each sample by checking them on Turnitin, GPTZero, and Originality AI first before using it in Humanizer AI. This provides us with the baseline AI detection and similarity scores. After we have recorded those baseline results, only then will we humanize the text and redo the tests under the same conditions. Let's begin with the first example. Test 1. ChatGPT passage. So I asked ChatGPT to write an 800-word passage on how to debunk misinformation and fake news for the general public. Here's the article written entirely by ChatGPT. No changes have been made. First, let's verify its AI detection score with the GPTZero AI detection tool before I humanize it on this trending AI humanizer. Okay, GPTZero says the ChatGPT text is 100% AI generated. Let's now check the same text on Originality AI. I noticed that the Originality AI detector recently updated its interface and model. It is really awesome. I will review its features sometime soon. The ChatGPT text was also 100% likely AI on Originality. On Turnitin, it was also a 100% AI score. Time to humanize on Humanizer AI. This Humanizer AI is pretty easy to use and can be used for free. But I will use the max mode first since I have a subscription. Then we can try the free mode too soon. Then I paste the ChatGPT content here and click the Humanize button. Now, when the humanized version is ready, you can always rephrase here or restore each sentence in Humanizer. You can even swap certain words. That is one of the features that actually made me get an annual subscription. I saved the humanized version in a Word doc for checks on Turnitin. I will copy and paste directly from Humanizer AI to check on GPTZero and Originality AI. But don't forget, we have not yet seen the Humanizer AI results for ChatGPT. All right, here we go. Humanizer AI was able to properly make ChatGPT text undetectable. It was 80% human on GPTZero. Pretty good, as GPTZero is really strict. On Originality AI, it was 100% likely original. Very impressive. Turnitin gave a false positive AI score. Let us do the second test. Test 2, article by Claude. For this second experiment, we generated this passage using the same prompt on Claude AI. Despite ChatGPT and Claude being two powerful language generators, they have vastly different writing models and styles. Certain AI detectors may assign them different scores. So I copied this as the second control sample and tested it in GPTZero. GPTZero says the text is 100% AI generated. Originality AI also detected Claude AI text as 100% too. It was also detected on Turnitin. Next, we move to Humanizer AI to rewrite the Claude article. Let me delete this ChatGPT version first on Humanizer AI. Paste Claude AI text and humanize. Time for checks, first on GPTZero. Look at this! GPTZero says the text is 67% human. It still had a green Safe to Submit color. I will quickly test it on Originality AI. 51%. It seems Claude AI text is more difficult to humanize. On Turnitin, it had an AI score of 22%. So, we've looked at two AI writing models so far. Now let us look at something else. Test 3. Journal article. For our last experiment, we are going to use a short, published journal article. To reiterate, this test is not simply about not referencing correctly or passing off an author's work as your own. You must always cite all sources used, even if you rephrase. The first thing we're interested in is how Humanizer AI rewrites existing text, and whether the rewritten text gives lower similarity when checked with a similarity detection tool. I copied a few paragraphs from this journal article and saved it on a Word doc for checks. I first checked it on Turnitin. As we all know, this is the best for plagiarism checks because of its vast repository and access to numerous databases and websites. This high similarity index on Turnitin is not surprising, as I copied a journal article online verbatim. High plagiarism levels were expected. Now, let us move over to Humanizer AI to rewrite. Paste the text and click on Humanize. I will copy and save the rewritten text and check it once again on Turnitin. Beautiful! The similarity index dropped to 16%. But notice that rewriting with Humanizer AI didn't lead to an AI score. It was still 0% AI. Many rewriting tools like Quillbot will reduce the plagiarism levels, but would lead to having an AI score. However, you must keep in mind that AI detectors are not accurate, regardless of the test results. Besides, no humanizer consistently produces the same results. You should always check your essays, papers, reports, or articles before final submission, even if you didn't use any AI. Is there any other AI humanizer or tool you'd like us to test next? Please tell us in the comments below, because we often base our experiments on your comments. If you found that test useful, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next in-depth review.